Stressed out at work, but think you can't retire? Watch this. All right. We're going to show you a simple strategy that your old buddy Josh has incorporated with many of my clients I've worked with over time. That is a wonderful mechanism to get out of your stressful, crappy old job and to hang up the boots. Now, there are going to be some naysayers. Don't let the naysayers dissuade you. Just kind of think about it. So, we're going to use Diane's sample here. And what you'll see is Diane is 60 years old right now. She's got a $500,000 in an IRA and is investment based in the Wellington Fund, paying her 5.3% a year. All right. Diane makes $50,000 a year just digging ditches for the city. Well, it doesn't matter. All right. There's no pension or anything like that. And upon her Social Security in today's dollars, it'd be about $2,300, $2,200 a month in today's dollars. So Diane's like, man, I would really like to retire now, but I don't think I can. So she says, I'm going to keep working until I'm 64. See, that'll be another 3 years, I think is what I got in there. 4 years. I'll keep working until I'm 64, and then I'll retire. And then I'll take Social Security when I file for Medicare. So she's got $50,000 coming in for the next 4 years. No money coming in there because she's going to wait till 65 to take Social Security. It doesn't really matter that much. But anyway, you can see right there. Now, her expenditures, she's spending all her income. So she's spending $50,000 a year. Everything she's got coming in, she spends while she's working. Once she retires, her expenditures are going to drop a little bit, but not much, from a total of $50,000 to about $47,000. And not quite, but it'll drop about 10%. Her expenditures will drop about 10% a year once she retires. All right. And so you can see right here, she needs $47,000 from her portfolio this first year. And then when Social Security kicks in, she needs $20,000. Again, she has a $500,000 portfolio, is growing at 5.3% a year. So if she can hang in there for another 4 years, she's looking pretty good. She got an 89% probability. Yeah, 89% probability of success. What if she just retires now, though? Because she's like, Josh, I don't have another 4 years. I talk to people, I just don't have it. I can't do it another 4. What if she retires right now? We're going to say, boink, she's going to retire now. And we're going to take Social Security as early as possible. All right, just boink, as early as possible. Because I just can't do it. Watch what happens over here. Now she goes from 89% to 40%. She's like, man, I don't know. What if we take Social Security at full retirement age? We can play all these numbers. She goes, I just can't do it, Josh. I can't do it. Look, now she's full retirement age. Social Security goes to 52. Yeah, 52. So either way, she's still not in a good place. And I'll show you here. So here in the proposed plan, she has no income coming in this year. She is living off her portfolio. So she's pulling 8% a year out of her portfolio until Social Security kicks in. And you'll see, to do that, she's going to run out of money right here, right when the 25%. Right there, in 20 years, she'll only be 80 years old, and more than 25% of the time she'll have no money. That doesn't make me look good in terms of, yeah, I think you can do this, and it certainly doesn't make her look good. We only got 52% probability of success. Then we say, what if you just take it at, let's go back to retirement here. When she takes her Social Security, and I'll say, hey, why don't you just work another 2 years? And she's like, man, the freaking boss is harassing me. I got to listen to DEI people, Jasmine Crockett, wherever that chick's name is, coming in because I work in her district. And, Jasmine is that crazy lady from the Congresswoman now. It's crazy. And she goes, even now, I guess, I can't do it. I said, why don't we do something else then? What's her name again? Diane. Well, I said, what do you like to do? She goes, I really like to garden. I'm a master gardener. I like to garden. I like to talk to people about gardening. So why don't you get a part-time job? $25,000 a year, we'll just say. Why don't you get a part-time job at your local nursery? $25,000 a year. Why don't you do that? You like to do it. You like to talk to people. You like to be outside. You're a master gardener. You like plants. You like to help people. Why don't you do that? So what we're going to do here is we're going to say she's going to get a part-time job, making $25,000 a year, right? In a job that she actually likes. I can't remember how long we have her working this job for. Let's take a look here. Income, part-time job, until she's. I'm going to take it until she's 65. We're going to take it until she goes on Social Security. Boink right there. We're going to put $25,000 a year as a part-time job. Notice it's still earned income, so we don't want to take Social Security until she's quit that job. That wouldn't make any sense, because then she could potentially lose $1 in benefits for every $2 of earnings she makes above the earnings limit. Anyway, so let's just go back here and make sure this aligns. So we're going to say, now we have her taking Social Security at 65, working in a part-time job until she's 65. I think is the way. Let's go back to cash flows. All right, so cash flows. So here's a proposed plan. So I have her working 2 more years. So here she's having $25,000 of part-time income. Her expenditures again are $42,000 factor in taxes. All right, because you got to pay income tax and still got to pay some FICA. All right, so she's still needing some money from her portfolio. $17,604 from her portfolio is worth around $500,000. Now notice this year I got her taking Social Security and working at the same time. Don't want to do that, so let's just hang tight. Here she's taking Social Security. All right, now she doesn't have a full 12 months of Social Security, but she stopped working here. She's taking Social Security there, so she still needs a dip in her portfolio by about $22,000. But if she next year, her first full 12 months of Social Security, she only needs to dip into her portfolio for $18,000. And at that stage, in 2031, if you got a 5.3% fixed rate of return, which she won't, but it's still a portfolio would be worth $553,000. I mean, she could put it all in a fixed annuity at 5.3. So we do our trusty calculator, take $18,000 out of a portfolio that's worth, what do you say, 531 or something like that? 18 divided by 531. Yeah, that's only a 3.4% distribution amount. That's no big deal. All right, so she can do that. Now let's go back to our retirement analysis, see what the number says in terms of probability of success. I think it's like 79%. 79%. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Now, she might say, it's still too low. I said, well, why don't you take Social Security at your full retirement age then? Let's do this. We're going to click on this, crack out, and this will probably jump up to 82 or something like that. Let's see, 83. Perfect. 85 is a sweet spot. 80 to 90 is a sweet spot. Anything above 90 means you're not spending enough. Anything below 80 means you're going to have to probably tighten your belt at some point. But in this case, we're like, all right, what's happening is she's living off her part-time income and a job that she enjoys. Now she doesn't have any income coming in here, so she's living off her portfolio. And now when Social Security kicks in, Social Security is more than half of her income that she needs. So she only has to take $20,000 from her portfolio. And look, her taxes are way low. Hardly anything taxed at that stage. In fact, if you look here, look at that. Taxes going. This is just because she has that part-time income. Part-time income. This is FICA, state tax, federal tax. And once I think I have her living in Georgia, a 2.4% effective tax rate. That's just nothing. Anyway, the point being is there's a million different ways to skin that cat. What if, people are like, yeah, but she's still working. Well, what if you have a job you like? Like, what if you like, I don't know, you like comic books? You can work in a comic book factory. What if you like records? You want to work in a record store. You see what I'm saying? I mean, there's a million things you could do. I don't know. It doesn't just have to be a greeter at Walmart. You could pick up dog poops or something like that. There's a million things you could do. You're just downshifting. And if you're stressed out, that's not good for your health. So if you find a job you like, maybe you like to be a librarian. I don't know what the hell it is. You know what I'm saying? But if I like music, I don't know how to play music, but I love it. I could talk freaking heavy metal, rock and roll to people all day long in a record store. You see what I'm saying? What's wrong with that? Again, I'm not saying that jobs are great, but they might be. It might be something you enjoy. As opposed to being stressed out in a crappy little job, you just downshift your career, make less income, have a better quality of life, and you're just coming out ahead. Anyway, something to think about. Love your thoughts. If you've done that, downshift your career. Love to hear that. Oh, but still not working. You're still working. Dude, working in of itself isn't a bad thing. It's a stress level from your job that's a bad thing. Working by itself just says, hey, I'm earning an income. I might like what I do. Why is that a bad thing? People are going to be negative on this. I get it. Just ignore that. All right. Love you. Love to hear your thoughts. God bless. We'll see you.